In this video, we are going to see how we can update the opening balances in all of the chart of accounts in Odoo. So we have already created all the ledgers. Now we just need to put the debit and credit balances. But here we cannot see any option to create or enter the credit or debit balances. Let's say if we click on Standard Chartered Bank or click on View, we can only see this screen. We have the balance here, but that is showing the current balance. We are not able to edit this. So what we can do is just go back to the main section where all the apps are. And from here, just click on the settings. On the left hand side, we have the accounting tab. Just click here. And here it says accounting import. Initial setup. Choose how you want to set up your chart of accounts. So review manually and of year balances, or you can import the chart of accounts along with the balances. So since we have already created the chart of accounts or adjusted it according to our project, it's already done. What we can do is just click on review manually. And once we click here, we should be able to see this opening debit and opening credit option. And now we can easily edit all the balances. First of all, we have the receivables, creditors, and stock. These accounts, I'll not update it for now. Why? Because if you notice, the debtors or receivable account is 195,000 in total. But if we scroll down, receivables are from customers. So if we notice the customer balances, each of them are mentioned separately. We need to take 85,000 from Mr. Justin, from Mr. Albert, we need to receive 30,000. So these are all the receivables, which in total equals to 195,000. And that is exactly matching here. So maybe when we enter the individual customers along with the balances, it should automatically update in the chart of accounts as well. Most of the accounting softwares follows this method. So I'll not enter the debtors, creditors, and stock because these balances are already mentioned here. When we enter the individual vendors, 50,000 and 80,000, it makes the rule to 130,000. Which is this balance right here. And same goes for stock. When we enter all of the stock details along with the amount, it will automatically update in the ledgers here. So we need to test this. For now, we will just ignore this. If it is not automatically updated, we will manually update that. But otherwise, we need to see. Let's go with the building at cost, the first ledger. So the balance is 750,000. Just locate that particular ledger. Under the fixed asset, we have building at cost. Let's go in the debit section and paste this balance right here. Then we have 80,000 as accumulated depreciation of buildings. Next to it is accumulated depreciation of buildings. Let's paste it here. 380,000 is the balance on the debit side. Let's paste that. Then we have accumulated depreciation of motor vehicles. Let's paste it here. For machinery, we have 290,000 on the debit side. Paste it here. Accumulated depreciation of machinery is 58,000. Let's paste this one. Next one is cash. Let's copy and locate cash here. Cash on hand. On the debit side, we will paste this balance. Standard Chartered Bank is 1,650,000. Here it is. On the debit side, we just paste this balance. United Bank Limited. Here it is. We can paste this. Now guys, for some of the banks, you might not see the allow reconciliation option. It's not ticked. So if you want to use that for reconciliation as well, like cash on hand, we reconcile the bank balances. So you can enable that whenever you want, and it will be shown in the reconciliation options. Next one is accrued expenses. Accrued expenses is a liability. So we will scroll down and we will find it in two section. Here it is. Let's paste it on the credit side. If you don't want to use it in the allow reconciliation option, you can just toggle that off, and we might need to paste the balance again. And it's automatically enabled once you paste the balance. So don't worry about that. I'll just keep it as it is. Net owner's equity is this balance. So net owner's equity should be in 3 category. Let's scroll down. Net owner's equity, here it is, and let's paste it on the credit side. After that, from the top left, you have this save option right here. Click on save. And now these balances are saved. Just click on configuration and refresh by just clicking on the chart of accounts again. Make sure we see all of these balances. But on the top, we won't be able to see the balance. What we can do is just click on the Standard Chartered Bank, click on view, whether we are able to see this balance or not. Again, this balance is not shown here. Why? Because we need some further adjustments. So in Odoo, it's a little bit different from what we have in the normal softwares. So what this will do is it will create a sample or draft journal entry at the back end, which you need to post separately. So after that, what we can do is just go to the accounting tab from the top and click on journal entries. From here, it will create a journal entry for you. Posted, I'll just uncheck this posted filter. And now you should be able to see this opening journal entry as a draft. As you can see in the status, it's a draft. Let's open this. And these are all the balances that we have just entered. So what we will do is, since it is a draft, and if you notice all the balances are fine, but this one is the undistributed profit or loss automatic balancing line. Since the debit and credit should be equal in order to save the proper journal entry. So whatever is the difference, since we haven't entered these 3 balances, so there must be a difference. Whatever it is, the difference will be put on the relevant side, which have the shortage. So the shortage is on debit side. Let's calculate it as well to make sure the rest of balances are fine. So on the debit side, we haven't entered 195,000 plus 453,000. So this one's equals to 648,000 minus we haven't entered from credit what balance 130,000. So debit minus credit 518,000 is the adjustment amount that is mentioned here. So once we enter that ledgers, it will automatically be cleared from here. So click on the post from the left hand corner. And now it is shown as posted. As you can see, this is labeled as posted now. If we go to the configuration, click on chart of accounts. And now if we want to check any balance of a particular ledger like Standard Chartered Bank, click on view. Now we should be able to see this particular balance right here showing in the chart of accounts. So that's how we can enter all the chart of accounts opening balances besides the control account balances. So these 3 are control accounts balances. Otherwise, all the rest we have already entered. So just try this by yourself and I'll see you in the next one.